students! I am Teacher Ken at nandito na naman tayo sa bagong session natin sa Mathematics. Noong isang linggo, ang ating pinag-aralan ay tungkol sa sequence and series. Ngayong linggo, ang ating pag-aaralan ay arithmetic sequence, arithmetic mean, and arithmetic series. So let's start with arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic sequence is also called as arithmetic progression. It is a sequence whose terms have a common difference. Halimbawa, meron tayong sequence na 4, 11, 18, and 25. As you observe, our numbers are progressing. Ibig sabihin, nagpo-progress siya. Ang sinasabi nating arithmetic sequence is kapag ang ating first term sinubtract natin sa ating second term at ang second term natin sinubtract natin sa third term natin, they have the same difference. Halimbawa, 11 minus 4, the result is 7. 18 minus 11, the result is 7. 25 minus 18, the result is 7. So, they have common difference. Ibig sabihin, yung sequence natin ay arithmetic sequence. Common difference, and it is denoted by letter D. Okay. And the formula to solve the common difference of arithmetic sequence is D is equal to A sub 2 minus A sub 1, or any term sa ating sequence basta magkasunod. That is the common difference. So in this case, A sub 2 minus A sub 1, pwede din namang A sub 3 minus A sub 2, or pwedeng A sub 4 minus A sub 3. Depende sa inyo, basta magkasunod-sunod sila. Okay. Our 4 here is our first term, which is A sub 1. Ang 11 naman natin dito is our second term, which is A sub 2. And our 18 is A sub 3, or our third term. And 25 is our fourth term, or A sub 4. What if I ask you, what is the 12th term of this sequence? Ano yung gagawin mo? Kung hindi mo alam kung ano yung a way para ma-solve ito in a simplest way, ang ginagawa natin is ina-add lang natin yung common difference sa kasunod na term ng ating sequence. Halimbawa, 12 plus 7. So, para mas mapadali ang pag-solve natin sa mga hinahanap natin na term sa isang sequence, meron tayong formula. And this formula is A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D, wherein ang A sub n natin is denoted as the last term. Tandaan, it is the last term. A sub 1 naman natin denoted as the first term. And our D is denoted as common difference. Okay, tandaan itong tatlo. And this formula is constant in arithmetic sequence. Okay. So ngayon, kukunin na natin yung 12th term natin. Ang gagawin natin, we have to write first the formula. And then, we have to substitute the values. Yung A sub n natin, it will become A sub 12 because ika-12 term yung hinahanap natin. Our A sub 1 is 4 because the first term in our sequence is 4. Then, n natin is equal to 12 minus 1. And since kanina na-solve na natin yung common difference, which is 7, so isa-substitute natin si 7 sa D. Next, we have to do the operation inside the parentheses. So it will become A sub 12 is equal to 4 plus 11 times 7. Next is we have to multiply 11 and 7. So the result is 77. Next is i-add natin siya sa 4. Then A sub 12 is equal to 81. Therefore, the 12th term of this sequence is 81. Okay, so that is how to solve the n term of the arithmetic sequence. We can also use the manual addition ng ating common difference sa bawat term natin. Halimbawa, yung last term natin kanina is 25. So, i-add lang natin si 7 to get the 5th term. So, 32 yung sagot. Para makuha naman natin yung 6th term natin, i-add ulit natin si 7. The result is 39. The same din, we have 46, 53, 60, 67, 74, and 81. So, kung bibilangin mo, di ba, meron tayong 4th term, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's have another example. We have 7, 11, 15, 19, 23. This is our sequence. Ang una natin gagawin is to get the common difference of this arithmetic sequence. And ano nga yung formula natin? We have D is equal to A sub 2 minus A sub 1. Ang A sub 2 natin is our second term and A sub 1 natin is the first term. So A sub 2 is 11, A sub 1 is 7. Therefore, 11 minus 7, the result is 4. Therefore, the common difference in this arithmetic sequence is 4. Next, what if your teacher asked you what is the 23rd term of the arithmetic sequence? Of course, madali na ito. We have to copy first the formula, then i-substitute natin si 23 sa bawat n sa ating formula. So it will become A sub 23 is equal to 7. Ang 7 ay nanggaling sa ating first term, plus 23, yung n natin, minus 1 times D, which is 4, yung value niya. Next, we have to do the operation inside the parentheses. So it will become 7 plus times 22 times 4. Ayan. So 22 times 4, the result is 88. We have to add 7, so the result is 95. Therefore, the 23rd term of this arithmetic sequence is 95. Okay, so that is how to solve the n term of arithmetic sequence. Next activity tayo. Write the formula for the nth term of a given arithmetic sequence. So, kailangan daw natin kukunin yung formula ng ating nth term. Pero ibibigay sa atin yung ating arithmetic sequence. Halimbawa, meron tayong 12, 19, 26, 33, 40, 40, and so on. Next, B natin, we have 9, 1, minus 7, minus 15, minus 23, and so on. Ngayon, paano natin makukuha yung formula ng ating nth term? Madali lang yan. Ang una natin gagawin is kukunin natin yung common difference ng ating sequence. So we have the formula D is equal to A sub 2 minus A sub 1. So we have 19 minus 12, then D is equal to 7. Okay, meron na tayong the common difference na 7. Next is isa-substitute natin itong si 7 sa ating general formula. At yung formula natin is A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times D. So it will become A sub n is equal to 12 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times 7. Next is A sub n is equal to, i-distribute natin siya, n times 7, the result is 7n, negative 1 times 7, the result is negative 7. Next, we have to combine like terms, 12 minus 7, the result is 5, then plus 7, and therefore the nth term of this sequence is 5 plus 7, n. Okay, ang next natin gagawin is i-check natin kung tama nga ba ang formula na ito para sa ating nth term. A sub 1 is equal to 5 plus 7 times 1. I-check natin kung ang ating first term nga ba is equal to 12. We have to substitute 1 sa lahat ng ating n dito sa ating formula, which is A sub n is equal to 5 plus 7n. So it will become A sub 1 is equal to 5 plus 7 times 1. So 7 times 1 is equal to 7. 7 plus 5, it is equal to 12. And as you observe, 12 nga yung ating first term. Okay, next, checking natin. We have here just the second term. So, isa-substitute natin si 2 sa ating n and i-check natin kung ang second term nga ba natin is 19. A sub 2 is equal to 5 plus 7 times 2. 5 plus 7 times 2 is equal to 14. 14 plus 5, the answer is 19. So, it is correct because our second term is 19. Okay, last, we have A sub 3 is equal to 5 plus 7 times 3. Ito naman yung third term natin. We have to check if 26 nga ba. Okay, so 7 times 3, the result is 21. 21 plus 5, and that is equal to 26. And as you observe, they are equal. Ibig sabihin, tama yung ating formula for our nth term. Okay, sa letter B naman, we have 9, 1, negative 7, negative 15, and negative 23. In order to get the formula of the nth term, we have to get first the common difference. And the formula of the common difference ay D is equal to A sub 2 minus A sub 1. So our second term here is 1, and our first term is 9. So 1 minus 9, D is equal to negative 8. Therefore, our common difference is negative 8. Next is isa-substitute natin si negative 8 sa ating general formula. We have here A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times D. Isa-substitute natin si 9 since 9 is our first term and negative 8 yung ating D. So it will become A sub n is equal to 9 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times negative 8. Okay. So next natin gagawin is we have to distribute the property. We have to multiply negative 8 to each term of inside the parentheses. So we have A sub n is equal to 9 times negative 8 times n, the result is negative 8n, then negative 8 times negative 1, the result is positive n. So we have now A sub n is equal to 9 minus 8n plus 8. Then next natin gagawin is combine like terms. We have to add 8 and 9, so the result is 17, then minus 8n. So this is now the nth term formula of this arithmetic sequence. Next natin gagawin is we have to check if it is correct. So, ang first natin is yung A sub 1 natin or yung first term natin. Let's check kung 9 nga ba siya. So, we have 17 minus 8 times 1. 8 times 1 is equal to 8. Then, 17 minus 8 is equal to 9. So, it is correct na 9 yung ating first term. Another checking, we have A sub 2 is equal to 17 minus 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is equal to 16. 17 minus 16, the result is 1. So as you observe, our second term is equal to 1. Next, we have A sub 3 is equal to 17 minus 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is equal to 24. 17 minus 24, the result is negative 7. As you observe, negative 7 yung ating third term. So tama yung ating formula na A sub n is equal to 17 minus 8n. Our next problem is in the arithmetic sequence 8, 14, 20, 26, 32, and so on, which term is 122. Ayan, so ang given natin dito is yung sequence natin at yung ating nth term which is 122. Okay, so yung tinatanong is kung ano nga bang term si 122. So para malaman natin kung anong term si 122, we have to find first the common difference in our sequence. So the formula of common difference is A sub 2 minus A sub 1. Our second term here is 14. And our first term is 8. So we have to subtract. 14 minus 8 is equal to 6. Okay, therefore, our common difference is 6. Next, isa-substitute natin ito sa ating formula, na general formula. We have A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times D. We have to substitute 122 sa ating A sub n. Okay, then yung A sub 1 natin is 8 based on our sequence, ayan, plus the quantity of n minus 1, then our common difference is 6. We have to distribute first yung nasa loob ng parentheses. We have 122 is equal to 8. 6 times n, the result is 6n. 6 times negative 1, the result is negative 6. Next, we have to transpose 8 and negative 6 to the left side para ang maiwan sa right side ay ang 6n. we have 122 minus 8 plus 6 is equal to 6n. Then combine like terms, 122 minus 8 plus 6 is equal to 120 is equal to 6n. Then we have to divide both sides by 6 para n na lang yung maiwan, n is equal to 20. Ayan, therefore 122 is the 20th term of this arithmetic sequence. The next problem, find the 18th term of the arithmetic sequence whose first term is 11 and whose 7th term is 59. Hahanapin daw natin yung ika-18th na term natin, pero yung binigay na given sa atin ay yung first term natin which is equal to 11 at saka yung ating 7th term which is equal to 59. Para makuha natin kung ano yung ika-18th term natin, ang una natin gagawin is kukunin muna natin ang ating common difference. So paano natin yun siya kukunin? Gagamitin ulit natin yung ating general formula na a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Next, gagamitin natin itong given natin sa ating formula. Yung n natin is papalitan natin ng ating ika-7 term which is papalitan natin siya ng 7. So we have now a sub 7 is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of 7 minus 1 d. Next, isa-substitute natin yung value ng a sub 7 natin at saka yung a sub 1 natin. 59 is equal to 11 plus 7 minus 1 is equal to 6 times d. Next, we have here 59 is equal to 11 plus 6d. Next natin gagawin is we have to transpose 11 sa kabilang side. 59 minus 11, so we transpose, it will become negative. 59 minus 11 is equal to 6d. Then 59 minus 11 is equal to 48. We have to divide both sides by 6 or in order to get the value of d. Therefore, ayan, our value of d is 8. Ngayon, meron na tayong common difference na 8. Pwede na natin kunin kung ano yung ika-18th term ng ating arithmetic sequence. We have to use again the same formula or the general formula wherein ang n natin is papalitan natin ng 18 at saka yung ating d is papalitan natin ng 8. So we have now a sub 18 is equal to 11 plus the quantity of 18 minus 1 times 8. We have here a sub 18 is equal to 11 plus 18 minus 1, the result is 17. 17 times 8, the result is 136. 136 plus 11, the result is 147. Therefore, our a sub 18 or our 18th term in this arithmetic sequence is 147. Okay, so ganun siya mag-solve ng arithmetic sequence. Depende kung ano yung given natin at kung ano yung ating ano yung ating hahanapin. Basta wag nyo lang kalimutan yung ating general formula sa ating arithmetic sequence na a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d, because napaka-importante nito. Kahit saan mo dalhin or kahit saan ka man magtungo, pwede mo itong gamitin. We are now in the second part of this video at ang ating pag-aaralan dito ay sum of the first n terms of arithmetic sequence. Given an arithmetic sequence where a sub 1 is the first and a sub n is the nth term, the sum of the first n terms is given by s sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. Okay, para makuha natin yung sum ng ating first terms or the first terms or the n terms of our arithmetic sequence, dapat alam natin kung ano yung ating first term at saka yung last term or the n term of the given arithmetic sequence. Then, isa-substitute lang natin sa ating formula. Halimbawa, we have to find the sum of the first 25 terms of the arithmetic sequence 17, 22, 27, 32, and 37. So in order to solve this, dapat alam muna natin yung ika-25th term natin. And then, alam naman natin na ang ating first term dito is 17. So, para makuha natin yun siya, yung 25th term natin, we have to get first the common difference of our given. And alam na ang formula natin is a sub 2 minus a sub 1. So, 22 minus 17, the result is 5. Okay, we have now the general formula. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Since a sub 25 or 25th term yung hahanapin natin, we have to substitute 25 sa n natin. So meron tayo ngayon a sub 25 is equal to 17. Ang 17 is our first term. Ayan, plus the quantity of 25 minus 1 times 5. Sunod natin gagawin is yung operation sa loob ng parentheses. So 25 minus 1, it is equal to 24. Next is i-multiply natin siya sa 5. The result is 120. 120 plus 17, the result is 137. Therefore, the 25th term of the arithmetic sequence given is 137. Ngayon, pwede na natin kunin yung sum. Isa-substitute lang natin ito sa ating formula. Yung formula natin is S sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. Substitute lang natin S sub 25 is equal to 25 over 2 times the quantity of 17 plus 137. Do the operation 25 divided by 2 times 17 plus 137. The result is 1925. Therefore, the sum of the first 25 terms of the arithmetic sequence is 1925. So that is how to solve the sum of the arithmetic sequence or the first n terms of the arithmetic sequence. Let's have another example. We have find the sum of the first 50 terms of the arithmetic if the first term is 21 and the 20th term is 154. Ayan, ang binigay lang sa atin na given is yung first term natin which is 21 at saka yung 20th term natin which is 154. So, kailangan natin kunin muna yung 50th term ng ating arithmetic sequence. Paano yan siya ngayon? Para makuha yun siya, kunin muna natin yung ating common difference. We have here, yung a sub n muna natin is equal to 154 wherein ang n natin is equal to 20. Substitute lang natin siya dito. We have 154 is equal to 21 plus the quantity of 20 minus 1 times d. Do the operation inside the parentheses. We have 154 is equal to 21 plus 19d. 19 times d, the result is 19d. Next is ita-transpose natin si 21 sa kabilang side. It will become negative 21. Do the operation in the left side of our equation. We have 154 minus 21. The answer is 133. Then, we have to divide 19 both sides para si d na lang ang maiwan sa isang side. We have now d is equal to 7. Therefore, the common difference in this arithmetic sequence is 7. Next, pwede na natin kunin yung ating ika-50th term. We have to substitute 50 sa ends ng ating formula. We have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. So substitute natin si 50 sa n natin. We have a sub 50 is equal to 21 plus the quantity of 50 minus 1 times 7. Ang 7 is nanggaling dito sa ating solution na nauna. Next is do the operation inside the parentheses. 50 minus 1, the result is 49. Next is 49 times 7, the result is 343. 343 plus 21, the result is 364. Therefore, our 50th term in this arithmetic sequence is 364. Ngayon, nakuha na natin yung ating 50th term at saka yung ating first term. Pwede na natin itong substitute ngayon sa ating formula ng sum. So in order to solve this, we have the formula S sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. Substitute lang natin, we have S sub 50 is equal to 50 over 2 times 21 plus 364. 21 plus 364 is equal to 385. 50 divided by 2 and that is equal to 25. Multiply lang natin, the result is 9,625. Therefore, the sum of the first 50 term of this arithmetic sequence is 9,625. So that is how to solve the sum of the n terms of the sum of the first n terms of the arithmetic sequence. Now proceed tayo sa third part of this video at ito ay tungkol sa arithmetic mean. Let's have an example para mas maintindihan natin kung ano nga ba yung arithmetic mean na tinatawag natin. We have here insert 4 arithmetic means between 15 and 45. Ibig sabihin, we have to find the 4 numbers between 15 and 45 na kung saan they have common difference. Okay, so para makuha ito, ayan, we have to look for the numbers m sub 1, m sub 2, m sub 3, and m sub 4 such that these m numbers are between 15 and 45. M stands for mean. So in order to solve this, we have to copy first the formula to get the common difference. Since, as you observe, we have here a sub 6 is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of 6 minus 1 d. Saan nanggaling si 6? Nanggaling si 6 doon sa term ni 45. Ika-ilang term ba si 45? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So ika-6 na term si 45. That is why 6 yung nilagay natin dito na n. So, isubstitute natin ngayon si a sub 6 ng 45. Then, yung a sub 1 natin dito is 15 plus 6 minus 1. The result is 5. Then, 5 times d. The result is 5d. Next is isa-substitute natin itatranspose natin si 15 to the one side of our equation. It will become negative 15. Do the operation. We have 45 minus 15 is equal to 30. Then divide both sides by 5 para si d na lang maiwan. Therefore, d is equal to 6. Now, meron na tayong common difference na 6. We have two ways para makakuha yung ating m values. The first one is i-add lang natin si 6 sa 15 or sa first term natin. Okay, then after that, i-add ulit natin si 6. Ayan, hanggang makumpleto natin yung value na ito. The other way around is we have here the formula m sub 1 is equal to a sub 1 plus d. Ayan, so we have here yung a sub 1 natin kanina is 15 plus yung d natin is 6. Therefore, 15 plus 6 is equal to 21. Our first m value is 21. Second value natin, we have the formula m sub 2 is equal to m sub 1 plus d. Ayan, so m sub 1 naman ngayon yung sa a sub 1 natin. So, m sub 2 is equal to 21. Ang m sub 1 natin ang galing dito. 21 plus 6, the answer is 27. For the third one, we have m sub 3 is equal to m sub 2 plus d. Ayan, so ito naman ngayon yung ating m. So yung m sub 2 natin is 27. Then ang d natin is 6. 27 plus 6, the result is 33. Next is m sub 4 is equal to m sub 3 plus d. Ang m sub 3 natin is 33. 33 plus 6, the result is 39. Therefore, the 4 arithmetic means between 15 and 45 are 21, 27, 33, and 39. So that is how to solve the arithmetic mean of arithmetic means. Nakabase siya doon sa ating given number. Ayan. Halimbawa, how many numbers between 7 and 501 are divisible by 5? Since we want numbers that are divisible by 5, we let the common difference be d is equal to 5. Also, let a sub 1 is equal to 10 and a sub n is equal to 500, where n is the number of multiples of 5 between 7 and 500. Bakit yung a sub 1 natin is 10? Kasi sa 7, yung first na number na multiples or divisible by 5 is si 10. Then dito naman sa 501, yung last number na divisible by 5 is 500. That is why our a sub n is equal to 500. Next natin gagawin is isa-substitute natin itong mga values na ito sa ating general term. We have here our general formula. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d, wherein yung ating a sub n is equal to 500, yung a sub 1 natin is 10, n minus 1, then yung common difference natin is 5. Then we have to distribute 5 sa loob ng parentheses. It will become 500 is equal to 10 plus 5 times n, it is equal to 5n. 5 times negative 1, negative 5. Next is we have to transpose 10 and negative 5 to the other side of the equation. We have now 500 minus 10 plus 5 is equal to 5n. Then we have to do the operation. 500 minus 10 plus 5, it is equal to 495. Next, to get the value of n, we have to divide both sides by 5. So 495 divided by 5, the answer is 99. Therefore, our n is equal to 99. There are 99 numbers between 7 and 500 that are divisible by 7. Okay, so that ends this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I am Teacher Ken, and see you again to the next session of Learning Mathematics. Bye!